I'm not trying to pick sides here, but I would prefer Pereira walks out of this like unscathed, just because like I would hope he didn't do this.
12 seconds later.
It just makes it harder to not believe her now, because now it's like everything she said has been true and she has supported with evidence, and now it just looks worse for Pereira.
What's up, guys? It's Fightclock here. I wasn't even originally going to post about this, but I saw Kenny's coverage of the situation with the Alex Pereira and Mayor Bear situation, and I just had to clear some things up because he clearly did not add some information that makes Mayor Bear look guilty, which, gee, I wonder why. I mean, it's not like he's built his whole entire career off of the back of hating on Pereira, so, I mean, it makes sense. I'm about to break down these 3 photos that you've been seeing on the screen for the last, like, 40 seconds or so bear with me. It's going to take a little bit. First photo on the left is the initial conversation me and Kenny had. If you want to call it that, you'll find out why in a couple minutes. Kenny's post states, the fact that she's got receipts backing her entire story and Pereira hasn't addressed the situation at all is concerning. Pereira has to release something or else it looks incredibly guilty. I'm sorry. Now, I don't know why on earth Pereira would need to release any type of statement, because her own words are literally coming out and exposing her and her friends as well, which is about to be stated in a second. Which I then responded by saying, bro, please get informed, linking my original post on all the findings that I have collected so far. This post has literally been cited by The Weasel and Excellent MMA, which both their videos are linked down in the description below. I really highly recommend them. Now, the tweet that I responded to Kenny with states, Jesse allegedly, which is no longer allegedly because Meredith's own post confirm it is Jesse, brought this Meredith chick to the UFC event that the night the incident took place appears to have unfollowed each other, and Jesse has gone completely private. Now, Kenny's response, which is in the middle photo, states, Jesse unfollowed her because in her story Meredith blamed Jesse for leaving her alone with Pereira after she promised not to leave them alone. Jesse didn't like the fact that Meredith was essentially calling her a bad friend, so she unfollowed. Simple. Which is a completely weak statement and is not even true. As you clearly see in the text on the right, which is posted by Meredith, Meredith said to Jesse in this text chain, I feel like every morning I wake up, I feel shittier, and it's more clear to me that they manipulated us and used us / assaulted us. Now, if Jesse was a victim with Mayor, why would she still be following Melvin and not be following Mayor? And of course, this is when he stopped commenting back, but don't worry, he'll respond to people to fix any sort of credibility that he has left.
It just makes it harder to not believe her now, because now it's like everything she said has been true and she has supported with evidence, and now it just looks worse for Pereira.
Now that we've gotten the quote-unquote truthful UFC fan out of the way, now we can move on to the more important things. Now here's a photo of Jesse with Melvin on her right and Alex on her left. Now what I find very interesting about Mayor Bear's version of this post is that she's covered Jesse's face completely, so you can't tell who it is. I'm not quite sure if that has any correlation with them unfollowing each other and having a falling out, but it does seem very suspicious. Nonetheless, you can obviously tell it's Jesse. She's wearing the same pink shin guards as Jesse's original post, and they're wearing the exact same thing, Jesse and Alex Pereira, in both the posts. Now, would it surprise you that Jesse isn't the only friend that has unfollowed Mayor after all these allegations have come out? Now, I've had to blur the photo on the right because what she posts is quite literally TOS nuclear, but it was the devil's lettuce. But you can clearly see that C. Abigail Brown was tagged in a previous story post, meaning she was clearly friends with this chick. She's also unfollowed Mary Bear, and Mary Bear has also unfollowed her prior to her account being deleted. Now, a little bit of a head scratcher for you guys that Abigail Brown is still following Jesse. I wonder why that is. When we continue to keep going down the rabbit hole, it just keeps getting more and more confusing how her 2 previous best friends are still supporting one another, but not the accuser. It makes absolutely no sense. That's why Kenny's statements are so reckless and so naive, it's actually insane. Another inconsistency in Mayor's story is that she was new to the UFC and didn't really know that much about it. Well, on Instagram, she posted she attended UFC 299, which is 5 months ago from today and 1 month away from UFC 300 with Alex Pereira. Put it in perspective, there is 4 different UFC cards between UFC 299 and UFC 300. She's also claimed that she didn't know who Alex Pereira was at the time. However, in multiple different text threads that she's provided, she or Melvin have mentioned the name Alex before the event even happened. Multiple texts leading up to UFC 302 are marked May 30th, while UFC 302 took place June 1st, and the incident didn't happen until June 2nd. And lastly, at least for this video, the last thing I found very interesting is that all the contact names are conveniently cropped out, besides one which is from Mel asking if she wants to train with Alex tomorrow. which is literally the only text that has an actual like alibi. From that text actually showing the contact name to the 2 sparring photos to Jesse posting it. However, all the other texts that don't have contact names have literally no alibi whatsoever. Like, you can't even consider them solid proof because some of the replies are literally taken out of the text messages, including the ones from Jesse, who has literally unfollowed her after this allegation. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope this clears up a lot of the allegations and makes you think what is actually true and what is actually not. Come up with your own opinion, and I'll see you guys in the next video.